Welcome back to Dan's Food for Thought. Today we're making a lamb sandwich with pear and apple slaw. The combination of the tender lamb shoulder and the sweet and tangy slaw is going to be delicious. But before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, just so you're not missing out on any more of those delicious sandwich creations. Let's get started. First step, we're gonna get our lamb ready. We have a 2 kilo lamb shoulder, bone in. We're going to season it up with salt, and then we're going to get our aromatics ready. So we're going to season it up. We're going to pop this lamb onto the board. So before we place it down, I'm just going to pat it dry with some paper towels. The reason I'm doing this is just going to help sear and get some colour onto that lamb when we do pop it into the pan. What I like to do with these larger pieces of meat is just pop some paper towels onto the board. And then when we're seasoning it up, it just helps with the cleaning up process for later on. Once you pat that dry, I'm just popping it down onto the paper towel. Quick little tip here, I like to use one hand to maneuver the meat and the other hand is doing the salting. Okay, once that's seasoned up with salt, we're going to pop that onto a tray and let that sit while we prepare our aromatics. So for our aromatics, we've got some coriander seeds, thyme, garlic, and brown onions. So for the onions, we're going to top and tail them, cutting them in half, getting the first layer and the skin off. And all we're doing with these is just cutting them into quarters. For the garlic, I'm just using the back of the knife, just tapping it lightly just to get that skin off. And all I'm doing is just giving it another decent whack with the knife just to break it up.
So now it's time to brown the meat. Add some olive oil to a hot pan. Carefully place the lamb shoulder in, and by browning the lamb, it's going to create a delicious caramelization on the outside. It's going to add that whole new depth of flavour to the meat. This browning process not only enhances the taste, but also helps to seal in the natural juices, keeping the meat moist and tender during roasting. Now that we've achieved that beautiful brown crust on our lamb shoulder, it's time to take it to the next level of flavour. Remove the lamb from the pan and onto a tray. Keep all the fat and the juices from the meat in that pan. First, we'll start by adding in our aromatic ingredients in. Add in your onions, garlic, and coriander seeds. Sautéing these ingredients in the rendered lamb fat helps to release their flavours and build complexity in this braising liquid. Add in your thyme, let that sizzle off for a little bit. Now pour in your chicken stock. The addition of chicken stock brings a rich, savoury element to the mix, providing a flavourful foundation for our lamb shoulder to braise in.
Once we've browned that lamb, we're now going to pop that chicken stock and all the aromatics into a baking tray, wrap it up with foil, and then into the oven. So just carefully pour that chicken stock and the rest of those ingredients into the tray, just creating some space for that lamb. And then on with the lamb. I'm just going to top that tray up with a bit more chicken stock. We want that liquid to come up to about halfway. Once that's all in there, we're just going to wrap that up with our foil. This is going to go into the oven now, slow roast for about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how big that piece of lamb is. Let's get started with making the mayonnaise. Today we're going to be making a horseradish and mustard mayonnaise. We're going to start off with 1 whole egg, some Dijon mustard, and some white vinegar. And then we're going to go in with some avocado oil. Just using a stick blender, we're going to create a nice emulsification here. Now we're going to add in some horseradish, some Bavarian mustard, salt, and some pepper. And then we're going to blend that together. So there we have it, nice thick mayonnaise. You can transfer that into a jar and that can sit in the fridge for up to 4 days. So that lamb's been in the oven at 150 degrees for about 2 hours now. I've just taken the foil off and now I'm gonna let that go in the oven without the foil for about another hour. All right, so we're gonna be making our apple and pear slaw. We've got some white cabbage, an apple and a pear. So we've got about 3 or 4 layers here of the white cabbage. And what we wanna do is just thinly slice that one. Gonna pop that into a mixing bowl. Just we're gonna cut the apple in half. And then we're just gonna go down, get rid of that core in the middle. So we're gonna finally slice the apples. And then finally, julienne. So apple in. And now we're going to do the same with the pear. Cutting them into slices. And then julienne again. And in with the pear. Mix that up. So we're going to add some apple cider vinegar, pinch of salt. And I've got 3 mint leaves here. We're just going to tear those up and throw them in. Give it another good mix. Probably needs a bit more mint. Tiny bit more salt. Some cracked pepper. Give that another toss. So there it is, pear and apple slaw with some fresh mint. We'll set that aside. Okay, that's been in the oven now for about 3.5 hours.
Pretty full with the braising liquid, so next time I do this I'd definitely be using a bigger tray.
And as you can see, that last hour with no foil has really crisped up the top. Alright, so I'm just going to transfer this onto a tray. We're going to let that rest for about 10 minutes and it'll make it a little bit easier to pull that apart. So that lamb's been resting for 10 minutes now. We're going to remove the bone and then we're going to shred it up ready for the sandwich.
Look how easily that bone falls out. Just shows how tender and juicy that meat is. Now what we're going to do is just grab 2 forks and just carefully shred that meat up. Look how juicy and tender that is. Full of flavour, and let me tell you, it tastes amazing.
So we're just going to toast the bread now. I'm using a baguette.
After the bread's toasted, just place some halloumi slices into a hot pan until we get some nice brown colour on that cheese.
So we're going to go down with some of that mayo. And place some of that slaw on. And then down with that juicy lamb. I'm going to top it with some halloumi. A little bit more of that mayo on the top. And there we go.
If you've never used lamb shoulder before, you're seriously missing out. You can always guarantee the meat to come out tender and moist, which makes it perfect in sandwiches. And the great thing is, you've got plenty of meat left over to reuse for other recipes, which makes it so versatile.
If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, drop me a comment, and I'll see you on the next video.